Um, Mr. Menkin, how are you? You're doing dumb stuff again. Romeo, how are you?
I'm doing well, man. I'm excited to be on this recording, and I'm excited that you guys decided to speak to little old me.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
had
I
to. You
mean,
have a sixth sense, so
this is true. This is true. Well, let's start off a little bit. And when was the first time that that you watched Pro Sumo, Romeo?
First time I watched, I was I had to be like elementary school or whatever. So maybe, but like late elementary school, so like 8 to 10, like third to fifth grade, kind of in that area. But I was just chilling at home, with my dad, and he had cut it on. And I think it was like all the old tournaments from like late 90s, early 2000s and stuff like that. And that's when I like first got introduced to it. I got introduced to some names. Akebono, of course, was the big one during that time. And then my dad would tell me about Konishiki, and he was like, yeah, Konishiki, the dump truck, and all this other type of stuff. And then, you also hear guys like Takano Hana, Wakano Hana, Tochinoshi, all of those cats. So I really got introduced to sumo at like the time when you had some heavy hitters, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How about you, Menkin?
Probably since I was probably a little baby. I think my dad was watching it as soon as he got to Japan whenever it was 1980.
Oh man.
9. So I think it was always on. So I think by the time I was born in 93. So like by the time I was conscious or remember, like I think Konishiki and like all the Hawaiians were at the tail end of their career. So I don't really remember them so much. I remember watching them, but just not like them being like the beasts they were, right? Because I think their highs were in the mid 90s. Maybe like Musashi Maru was probably late 90s because he came slightly later, right? Yeah, I remember that. So probably when I was like 6, 7.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's right around that same time for me. I've talked about it before, where I was watching it on the ESPN 2, maybe one of those. And it was just every time I got home from school, I was able to catch some of the highlights of the Basho. Mind you, I didn't know what a Basho was. No, none of my family was watching it, so it was just me kind of popping in and seeing something cool. Right?
Was this like after school, after karate practice? Because you do karate, right?
I've never done karate. All right.
Yeah.
God, you're just like my family.
You did.
Exactly. Right under my skin.
Were you one of them Taekwondo kids? Like when you was young, Taekwondo was.
I did Taekwondo. I've never done karate, but he knows it. He knows it. That's why he says it. That's why he says
man.
It. I was doing Taekwondo and Judo, but he's like, I'm gonna get right underneath your skin and say the karate thing. Because to this day, my family signed me up for stuff. They still think I do karate. That's
just the
that
American
movie was
thing, man. That's
that Karate Kid movie.
Karate
morphed
Kid.
Everything.
What's his name? Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio is the actor. It's Daniel LaRusso is the character.
Daniel LaRusso.
Macchiato. I like that.
Ralph Macchiato.
Ralph Macchiato.
He ain't all the way brown, but he ain't all the way white neither. He right there in the
middle. All right, let's go ahead and get this party started with this.
That beat is
Mengkin,
hard.
right?
That beat is
like
hard. The little chimpanzee. Two. Get it? Oh, yeah, I love that.
Is that your creation, JJ? You
It is
made
not.
that?
It is not. But I paid for it,
That's
so
right.
I have some kind of ownership of it.
Very nice.
So this is Minimum Effort Podcast.
Mhm.
I'm JJ Jones, Mengkin Reagan, and Romeo Garcia. The second, the third, the
The
fourth,
third.
the third. There we
third.
go.
Third.
There we go.
Yes, it's three of us right now.
There it is. There
It's
it
three
is.
of us right now.
And we are here. I have somewhat of a spiritual background in the back, trying something new. I'm really trying. I'm putting in some effort, as you can see.
No, that's cool. That's cool. I'm just in my closet. As you can see, like I got this fucked up dresser right now. I got like pants hanging all out and like my hat collection. I don't even wear hats, but I just got hanging up and shit.
Oh man. So we are here because Romeo has a special like sixth sense, and he threw out into the American sumo wrestling club leaders like, "Hey man, where's Akebono? Like
Yeah,
I see everybody else out there, and you're literally, it was 3 days before we found out that he passed, and
yeah,
like you were asking all the right people, right? You reached out to John Jackson, was like, "Hey man, where's he? Yeah, bop bop
yeah,
bop." And then we found out.
yeah.
Uh
No, that shit was crazy, man. Like, I remember, I think like maybe a few years ago, like I had looked up like on Google, like, yo, where's Akebono? You know, like I'm trying to search for the guy's Instagram, can't find him like on Facebook, nothing like that. And the only thing I could find was like he was in the hospital, you know, and I'm not necessarily sure what was going on at that time, but like I do know that like they said like he was sick or something, and
yeah.
that was like what, 8 years ago,
Mhm.
right? So I'm thinking like, yo, he can't still be in the hospital. And then I'm scrolling and I see a picture of Konishiki and Musashi Maru, and they're just chilling together. And I'm like, where's Akebono? You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope it's like, I hope there's no beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope there's not like a rift or a divide or anything like that. And then I think like Jean-Jacques said, you know, like he's homebound and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, you know, okay, maybe he's homebound right now, you know, he's just going through some, you know, personal health stuff, he'll be better. Boom, but I had no idea that he was gonna pass away. So like when y'all hit me up saying I had a sixth sense or something like that, I'm like, I don't know about that. But you know, it definitely, I think it hit a little harder, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's the first like real guy I got introduced to, you know, with sumo and stuff like that. And you know, I'm a little younger, I'll be 30 in June. So you know, just to even like remember that, you know, like at 8, 10 years old, like how much of a profound impact he had on me, you know, like it just kind of it. I'm not like big on like, you know, celebrities or like sports guys dying, you know what I'm saying? Might be like, oh man, that's sad, you know what I'm saying? But when he died, it was just like, yo, that hurt,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it was definitely insane. It was definitely a little insane, but I did not have like a trip or a voice in my head that's like he's gonna die, you know, nothing like that.
Okay. That's good that you don't hear voices
You
in
know,
your head.
I was thinking
Yeah.
the same thing about like Konishiki because he hadn't posted anything about Akebono, right, on his
Right.
Instagram. Yeah, so I was a little worried that, but it seems like he went to Akebono's funeral. He was there, so
Yeah, and I don't think Konishki's the type of guy, it seems, where he's like he not really for the Instagram rah, you know what I'm saying? Like if he knows you, he gonna pop up on you. You know
Mhm.
saying? Or he's gonna actually like pick up the phone and like call you, you know what I'm saying? So we never know,
That's true.
like, you know, what him and Musashi Maru, you know, were doing behind the scenes. You know, they could be calling, texting every day.
Yeah,
You
his
know what I'm
family.
saying? And we wouldn't know because they don't necessarily blast that out there like that.
For sure. Oh man. Yeah. We did an episode that I'm not sure when it's gonna come out, but we reviewed some of Akebono's uh like the things that he's done, right? And some for me, I kind of am in that same boat where I don't have that same, like, you know, like Bowie died or blah blah blah. I'm
Mhm.
like it sucks, but
Right,
it doesn't really affect me. But
right.
when someone's like when they really paved the way and made history,
Mhm.
that kind of hits me a little bit more, right?
Yeah,
So Akebono being the first foreign Rikishi, like that, or Yokozuna, that's it's pretty huge,
yeah.
right?
Real
And
huge.
that's one of those things where it's like, man, like the first one has passed.
Right,
That's crazy. That's
right,
crazy. You
right.
know,
It
and
is
that's
crazy.
that's not even like talking about what he's done for like the like American sumo or any of that, or him as an American. It's just
Mhm.
him as an other in a Japanese film. Like it's and the respect that he got, you know,
Yeah,
it's a it's sad, but like what an amazing life.
yeah,
Way too
yeah.
young, though. Way too young.
Way
Mhm.
too young.
Mhm.
Way
Way
too
too young.
young. And is so interesting because like I remember like watching videos of him like outside the dojo. Like one video, he was like he was getting his chomage done or whatever, and they're just sitting there talking to him. And the way he carried himself wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm the American, you know,
Yeah.
Yokozuna or whatever, or like, you know, come see me on the he was just like another one of those cats in the Heya. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm sitting here, I'm a little reserved. I don't really speak too much. You know, you guys see that they're doing my hair. I ain't really trying to talk to y'all for real, but I'm gonna talk to y'all
Mhm.
because this is what I gotta do. You know, and it was interesting to see like how serious he was, you know, about sumo. Like it wasn't like a fashion thing for him or like I think sometimes with like Americans and like sports and stuff like that, we kind of take it as like, yeah, this is our American bravado, this is our style, this is our swagger. But I
Yeah.
think he really embodied like the way a Rikishi was supposed to behave. You know what I'm saying? Mild mannered, you know, respectful, but you know, still kind of had that, you know, that giant presence, but it was like a soft kind of giant
Mhm.
presence.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And that was real interesting to see.
Man. So I recently did an interview with John Jocks, and I did the creepy JJ thing, and I went through his Facebook and found a bunch of pictures
Yeah,
Is
that
that
he
where all
has.
the pictures came from?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I just went through years of his Facebook pictures. That's like there was about 5,000 photos that I went through. Am
right,
I obsessed? My ADD sometimes is like pretty focused.
right,
So you know, uh there are some really awesome ones.
yeah,
And I think one that really speaks to that brotherhood that you were seeing a void of was this.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Nah, that shit made me almost cry. Like just seeing that picture and like knowing how much like stuff they were going through, you know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
at that time, you know, they were the only Hawaiian brothers coming in and they were almost ostracized, you know what I'm saying? So like them having to stick together and like really like reach back and you know like kind of do a whole Sankofa principle with each other like that, you know, that's a really deep picture. And I don't think a lot of people understand the magnitude of that
Mhm.
picture. You know what I'm saying? Like with Konishiki, all of his trials, like being like foreign born and getting as high as Ozeki, and he couldn't even get Yokozuna because they kept like putting shit in his way for him not to be Yokozuna, and then like having him do all of that work for Akebono to come in and like prove himself, and to show the Japanese like, no, like you're not going to do that to me. Like I've worked this hard, you know what I'm saying? I have the talent. You're going to respect me as a Rikishi, and you're going to respect me as a Yokozuna. And then having Musashi Maru come in and do the exact same thing. Like it's mad deep. It's real deep. So, you know, it's tough to kind of look at that now, knowing that like a piece of the chain is missing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. And I found some more because JJ's a creep and just be diving in.
Oh man.
God, I love the guy in the back.
Looking like a Hawaiian Q.
Uh-huh.
Oh man. Yeah, nah, that's some real aloha right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's some real aloha. Yeah, you know, he ain't even like oh no, he's not like braggadocious or nothing.
Like you look at the photo and everybody's like, oh man, like this is crazy. And he's there and he's like,
yeah, I'm the man, you know, but whatever. Yeah, nah, fix my musubi later. Then we'll talk. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing that I really like about most retired athletes is the like, what are you doing afterwards, right? Now a bunch get into Bitcoin. I feel like that's unfortunate because I like to see the miscellaneous rap career, the hot sauce, the barbecue sauce. I don't know, the franchises, right? Like
the shit Kanishiki was doing.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, Kanishiki rap. He had the barbecue.
Yep.
All of that shit.
Yep. Also, I this isn't about Kanishiki, but I will say his style is on point.
Yes.
Like to this day, I'm like, damn. Like if I had hair, I might go crazy.
Yeah, sumo hoodies. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude, I tried to order them. I don't think I can get them in America.
Shit.
I think I'm gonna have to have Mengkin buy it and bring it back.
I'll look into it. Yeah, let me know.
Okay. Bet. Extra large American. Thank you.
Extra large American for yourself.
Now,
you want it baggy?
WWE.
Oh man.
Like most people don't realize how crazy this was, right? Like it's not quite like real deal sumo, but it is an education of sumo. They have a gyoji there. They're in they're on the stage. They took the post out of the ring, which is dope. They don't have the official ring, but that's fine. It doesn't need to be, right? But like they're traditional, which is absolutely wild considering that there was people like Rikishi and all those other, and they couldn't. They always had spats or something underneath, right? There was always some gimmick to it, but this is just real deal Mawashis.
Right.
You know?
And then you got your Tachias here, you know what I'm saying? Like your Shikiri, excuse me. You know, and you have like, you feel that spirit almost in this picture, you know what I'm saying? Like you could tell like it was, of course, is for play, you know what I'm saying? But like I think they really wanted to like show like, you know, like this was something like very serious. And I think Akebono won that.
Akebono won, and it showed a lot of like winning techniques, right? They showed Sabari, they showed Kotanage, they showed a bunch of stuff in that. So it was really like a lesson. If you go and watch like the show that Kanishiki does where he drops knowledge on everybody, the what is it, Sake and Sushi? No, Sushi and Sumo.
Yeah, Sushi and Sumo. Sumo and Sushi. Yeah.
Yeah, a little dyslexia. It's all good. right? Yeah. But that's all like it's just teaching you how to do it. Like this is what it is. This is sumo. These are the ways you can win, you can lose. It's all in there. It's nice. It's nice. It's worth going back and looking on the WWE to watch that. It's worth it.
Yeah,
for sure. I can't
is.
show it here or I'll get like demonetized again.
Man, fuck that. Vince McMahon is gone. It don't matter.
Oh, they attack me, player.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah. I mind my P's and Q's. Them and Disney. I don't mess around anymore. I don't mess around anymore. Mengkin likes to show cups that I have to blur out. That fucking little Mickey Mouse be coming for me, player.
Man. We're gonna have to fight them.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't give me more work. You got too many toys. Stop playing. Says the guy with the Ninja Turtles in the back.
I'm surprised Mickey ain't got like a little sumo thing. You know what I'm saying? Mickey and a Mawashi.
I wonder if that is a thing.
What's the sumo?
Well, I mean, we can go Steamboat Willie in a Mawashi.
Yeah.
That's royalty free now.
Really?
Yeah, Steamboat is royalty free.
Oh wow.
It's been 100 years.
Yeah. And it went past it was 100 years plus
whatever
copyright stuff. Yeah. They petitioned for it. You
Oh,
can't do regular Mickey Mouse like Mickey Mouse House or any of that shit, but Steamboat Willie you can do.
Hot diggity dog. We might have to figure out something to do with that.
There's a horror movie coming out soon.
With Steamboat Willie.
Yep. It's already been made. It's already been made.
Holy cat. Like some like a real deal.
I mean, it's like did you watch the Winnie the Pooh one?
No, I didn't.
There's a horror movie of Winnie the Pooh. And that one it's terrible, but it's so crazy to see Winnie the Pooh eating people.
Oh my god. Oh my god. So what they gonna put Steamboat Willie on Lake Lanier? Like that's that'll be wow. That'll be wow.
They'll probably fuse those two together to have them do like a Jason versus Freddy thing.
Right. Boy, they should like, you know what they should do? Because Lake Lanier used to be a town. So like if Steamboat Willie was the only one that survived like Lake Lanier, as they flooded, you got Steamboat Willie on Lake Lanier, and all of a sudden they see a little steamboat and Steamboat Willie coming. I got a knife. Don't laugh.
Oh God,
that'll be hard.
That would be good.
Yeah,
let's see, Mengkin, you have any questions for Mr. Romeo?
Oh, I haven't thought about anything at all.
That's cool. You put in literally no effort.
From
that's good.
Mengkin on this side, yeah.
You know what's crazy about here? Last quick thing about Akebono. Like when I was first like trying to look up like representation in sumo and stuff like that, I went to Google and I'll be like first black sumo wrestler, right? Akebono would pop up.
Puerto Rican. What was
he
was like, half Cuban.
Half Cuban.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy cow. That adds another fucking layer to it.
Yeah. He's I'm might not be half, but he has Cuban blood.
Yeah, and that's I could totally see that because at that time, well, not at that time, but there was a time when a lot of Puerto Ricans were going over to Hawaii to work the sugarcane plantations and stuff like that. So I could definitely see like Cubans and Dominicans and stuff going over there as well. There was another Rikishi that I was talking to Jean-Jacques with about a while ago. Musashibo Benki, but his name was William Molina. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to figure out, is he the first Puerto Rican sumo ever. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
couldn't find anything, or nobody could verify it or anything like that. But William Molina, if you're listening to this, confirm it. If you still follow it. I know you're a preacher right now, and you're preaching to the masses. But if you're listening to this, Boricuas en la Casa, we want to know if you were, because if you were, Puerto Rican power, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then I thought about it like with Akebono, and I was like, yeah, Hawaii is a black. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. Because if you see like pictures of like Liliuokalani, the Queen of Hawaii, that was a sister. King Kamehameha, that was a brother.
Yep.
They
Even
ain't
the
make that,
statue, even the
yeah,
statue, we kept
they
it
didn't
true.
make it look like that for nothing. And apparently, like, Polynesians share like a certain gene with us as African peoples, that are, I think, is like nearly identical. I was watching a TikTok about it. Some guy, he was half black, half Samoan, and he broke like down he did the genetic breakdown of African and Polynesian peoples, and he found that there were similar genetic traces that they have.
Is that why a lot of the features, like facial features?
Yeah. So like, well, you got cats, like Samoans and Fijians and like Tongans and stuff like that, flat noses and kinky coily hair, and even like physical stature. You know what I'm saying? Like they're big, we're big. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that there aren't any like large Europeans and stuff like that, but I think
Or
the
small
whole,
Samoans. Watch
yeah,
out for small Samoans.
small
They can fight.
Samoans, they
They can
sure
fight.
can.
All
They
Samoans are
can
the ones that
fight.
are aggressive. The
Those
big
are the
ones are
ones you have to watch out for.
Yeah, them
Man,
Jimmy and Jay Uso kind of
they will knock your
brothers.
teeth out into Mexico.
They
From
sure
San Diego to
will,
Mexico, no problem.
and they're Crips,
Yep.
and
Yep.
they are Crips.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, man. So,
Oof.
I'm definitely, I definitely, I took it to heart when he passed. I felt like one
it
of
was
us
sad.
passed.
I think
You
I
know what
actually
I'm
shed
saying?
some tears. I was watching news stuff on him. I was like,
And then OJ had the nerve to die the same day.
I know. And you know what's crazy? I didn't feel anything.
You didn't feel anything when OJ died?
I did it. I did it. I did it. Okay, so hear me out. The one thing that I'm gonna miss the hey Twitter world, hey Twitter world. Like I'm missing that. That's the only thing because he's too old to be on Twitter. He doesn't understand that Twitter's supposed to be text.
Yeah.
But he's over here. Hey Twitter world.
What's going on?
And then every so often he just talk about his book, and I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I
What are we doing?
you and oh man, now we're getting into OJ. So like I used to work with a guy. He was like, yo, go back and watch the OJ case. Like if you really, really watch it, you'll see he didn't do it. And so like I have yet to like go back and like really study the case. But do I believe him? I don't know. But that's cool.
I like his book.
Yeah.
If I did it, this is how I would do it.
Yeah, exactly. And then
That's a
like
book.
I like how he trolls about it. He was like, I don't like being in Hollywood because I might be sitting next to who done it.
Yeah.
And so when he died, I was already sad about Akebono, but when he died, I was like, what is going on right now? The juice has died also. So like we've lost a great American football player. We've lost a great sumo wrestler. And I was like, please don't let anybody else like pass away today. Because that'll be absolutely too much. But you know, I just hope him and the juice are up there, like, you know, chatting it out, you know, and like
I bet you
if
OJ's got
OJ's
some
up there.
great. Nah, he ain't up there. He ain't up there. But you know, he's funny though. He got jokes. He got jokes.
Yeah.
He might have been able to walk by. Apparently, he's very likable.
Yeah, no, he is. Dave Chappelle met him like 3 times.
I'm-
Took a picture with him and everything.
He's
yeah.
OJ,
Oh,
man.
did you see the picture that he did with the college girls?
Have
This
I?
is old OJ, and he had them. They're like, "Oh, take a picture like you're attacking us." He's like, "Okay."
I swear, I feel like I know what picture you're talking about. I got to go back and look at that picture.
It's worth a Google search. It's definitely worth a Google search because
oh man,
it's problematic. It's problematic. You're like, oh man.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Let me see if I
Man,
can find. I want to look at it now.
have you seen
OJ
the meme where they got the Bronco riding up into heaven with the police cars following?
Going what, 20 miles an hour? What,
20
how
miles
fast
an hour, and he up at Evans Gates all pearly white. So this is the white Bronco.
Oh, I don't see it. Dang it.
I'll find it. I'll find it. And
man,
I'll try to post it here.
oh
I'm
man,
sure I'll find it.
now I gotta do a flyer with that.
Oh, you know you do. Oh, you know you do. Just go ahead and tag Honu Sumo because I need to make sure I don't miss it.
Yes, I will. I gotta figure out how to incorporate that.
Do you have anything coming up? Another event or anything along those lines?
June 7th, which is a Friday, we've been asked to do a program in partnership with Deloitte. They're doing like a little program called SNAP. Is like sustainability, nutrition, athletics, something like something with like getting kids to be active and healthy and, you know, smart and all of that stuff. So they asked us to do a demonstration for the kids.
Nice.
You know, so we're going to do like a little demonstration for the children. So I have to figure out how to craft that. Other than that, no real demonstrations or no real anything. I think we're just we're going to take this time to prep, you know, for like upcoming tournaments and upcoming
Nationals.
You know, no, not nationals. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. You know, it's like it's in June, and I got some other stuff that I got to focus on. And
I get it.
you know,
where can people find you?
Yeah, at DMV Sumo on Instagram. It's the easiest like Instagram title ever. Just at DMV Sumo, DC, Maryland, Virginia, even though it's like Northern Virginia. It's not all of Virginia. It's not all of Maryland neither. But we can get into that like another
I have a
time.
question. There's a Maryland Sumo club now, right? Was it Maryland? I saw somewhere.
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I saw on Instagram.
Are you talking about Washington DC Sumo?
Oh no. I'm pretty sure I saw Maryland.
Did I tell you about DC Sumo?
No, but do you want this to be on the record?
Yeah, maybe we'll talk about it after because I'm trying to think. Like I don't, you know. Yeah. It ain't nothing like it ain't nothing nefarious or
no. But it's sometimes
it's
just a side combo.
Yeah. It might be a side combo.
Well, I'll use this time while Mengkin's doing something. We have a couple different events coming up. We have Children's Day, which is on Cinco de Mayo at the Japanese Friendship Garden. We are going to be doing a sumo demo from 1 to 3. So it's basically going to be our practice, and we're going to bring kids into the mix.
Oh man, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so we're gonna bring all of our kid mawashis. We have quite a bit of them, so we'll tie them up and get them in there. So if you have children in the San Diego area on Cinco de Mayo, that's a Sunday, bring them out and we'll get them in the ring.
Yes,
get them doing
Vermont,
some chicos
sorry,
and some
Vermont. I was thinking
Vermont.
Yeah, sorry,
That's
my bad.
a different place altogether.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was just like that area, and for some reason I thought Maryland.
That's
yeah,
okay.
no, I think people think like East Coast is like all one big
All the same,
ass,
yeah,
like,
all the same.
like state. It's totally not.
I was surprised how close New York is to DC.
Yeah, it's like New York is
in my head it was so super far, but it's not that far because some people
4
take a
hours.
train. Yeah, some people take a train in from DC to New York to work, which I
Yeah,
find crazy.
shit, that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
crazy.
It's still crazy. It's still
Yeah,
crazy, but they can do it.
Because Amtrak and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Who's gonna pay Amtrak every single fucking day to go from DC to New York and then
People that
back
work
to
3
DC?
days a week in the office.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
I know a couple guys making way too much money that only have to do that 3 days a week.
Shit, man.
It's crazy. And they work on the train though, so that's
they work on the job.
Yeah, they work their work on the way, and then they do a couple meetings there.
Yeah, the American county government, we cannot do that at all.
All right, y'all. Thank you for being a friend, coming down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Doom, 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 doom.
Are you gonna do this till I understand?
I need you to watch the Golden Girls. At least one episode.
Yeah, thank you for being a friend. Down the road.
Back again.
Heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Bye, Johnette.
All right.
All right, stay on though. Don't.